Today on In the Red, we head to the truly stunning Bearwood Lakes. Located in the south of England, this Open Championship qualifying course is a true test of golf. Let's see if my skills are up to the test and head down to the first tee to see if we can break par. So we've got down to the first tee. We're actually going to play off the yellows today. The reason for that being that in the comps that I'm playing in the north region of the PGA, they're round about 6,200, 6,300 yards. And here off the yellow tees, Bearwood Lakes plays at 6,244. Off the backs it plays at 6,860, I think. So we want to get some similarity to what I'm trying to play more often in the comps moving forward. So yellow tees, it's a good test here. There's 3 lakes out on the golf course, a lot of undulation, a lot of driving it through the pines. It's a good strong test. So hopefully we can get my game in shape. I've been a little bit loose, a little bit sloppy with some mistakes of late. I'll just put up my stats recently of what we've been doing with strokes gained, but today's going to change. The sun's about to come out, it's going to get warm, and I think I'm on the right track. I think today, hopefully, is the day it all clicks. So our first hole is going to play 3-4-8. There's bunkers on the left and on the right of the fairway. They're not really in play with the driver. They're only about 220 to get over the left-hand side ones. There is a little water feature here that we've got to go over, but you're going to drive into the dip and it should leave me about a sort of half wedge in here. One of the big protections of this place is the greens. They're super pure, they're quick, and they're undulating, so you've got to be on the right side of flags or you can be made to look a little bit of a fool. But let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. It's a little bit right. A little bit right, but it's safe. Might be blocked by the trees. That was a first tee swing, we'll call that one. And we're away. Right, 84 yards up to the flag. I've just pushed it a bit right off the fairway, but we were right behind the trees, so I'm going to go lob wedge, open it up and just hit it as hard as possible. There is a bunker in front of the flag as well. Should get up over this stuff quite comfortably. And we're on the green. Just skirted with the trees, but we're okay. We're all good. I had visions of a typical In the Red start there, of hitting the trees, making a double and thinking, dear God, what have we done? But we're okay. We've turned the tide with our new positive outlook on golf. I've played Bearwood Lakes I think this is probably my 5th or 6th time here. And every single time I played it, the pin's been there, in that zone. Never played it back left, never played it front left. It's always middle in that little dip. Nice little cosy par here to start, that would be lovely. If it goes in, bonus. If not, we're okay. Didn't quite hit it, Matthew. Didn't quite hit it, did you? Didn't want a tester on the first, but we had one. Onwards we go. Not a bad start, to be fair. Not a bad start. I feel like I could have made a little bit more of that hole, but we're okay. We've made par. We've made par. Just build the score. Don't want any silly. My main aim for today is not to make any stupid bogeys. I think I've been playing quite nicely, but making just soft errors. So unless we can, as long as we can keep those out of the score today, I think the rest of my golf will prop that up. We've just got to get rid of those stupid mistakes that we've had. Second hole's a par 5. Now it's an interesting one because there is a big runoff at a roundabout where driver would go to, so you actually can't hit driver here if you're hitting it anywhere past about 265, 270. There's a bunker up on the left which is 240 to get by. And yeah, it's an interesting one because you normally walk onto a par 5 thinking I'll smash driver. If you're hitting driver 250, it's that all day long. But for myself, it's an interesting hole, this one. I always I'm still trying to figure out how to play this hole perfectly. I normally don't hit 3-wood, but I'm going to do that today. I always end up laying back, but there's more fairway than you can actually see. So I know I've got 270 tops that I can hit it to. So we'll go 3-wood down the middle. That then leaves me around the 220 mark because it's a 495 yard hole. Let's get this in play, then we can maybe go at it in 2. That should be spot on. Right where we aimed, running out. Leaves us with a good look at going at it in 2. We'll take it. We leave ourselves 240 yards to the flag. Couple of bunkers that we've got to get by. The main one's the front of the green, which is 225 yards. So as long as we get 225 out of something, or 230 realistically, I think we'll try the 5-wood. This is my 240 club. See if we can get that somewhere up there. Left's probably a little bit better. This is again another shot that I'm still trying to figure out because I tend to leak it a little bit right down here, but if I can go left, hit it up the left side, I've then got a pretty good chip. So I'm going to play sort of left side, left edge of the green and see what we can do. That's where we wanted it. Pitched at 230 and stopped. That was perfect. Right, 2 putts and we're on the right track, folks. We could, well, that's the wrong cover. We could get in the red for the first time, probably in about 4 months. Right, a fairly lengthy putt, but the job was all about hitting the green there, and we've done everything correctly. We've got quite a slope here. I think one tip for if you've ever got a really long putt, don't just go to your ball, actually have sort of like a walk up to near the hole, and you get an idea of how far you are, but you're also getting an idea now, like I know it's coming downhill. If this has got any pace, it's going to run quite quickly by it, but I know I need to be somewhere up here because I've got a feel for the land as well. If you just go straight to your ball and have a guess, you don't get as much info as where a little walk along the line, or near the line I should say, you actually get a good idea of what you need to do. A 2-putt would be nice here, but it's going to bank a lot, this ball. It's got about 8 feet of left to right in this. Didn't give it enough pace. Wow. Wow. Just on its last roll it got a piece. We'll take that, folks. You won't believe it. Sky Sports breaking news. Matt Fryer got in the red. Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, Ali! Let's get to it quick! He's made a birdie! So a little bit about the course before we actually carry on to our 3rd hole. It's a par 72 here. Like I said, play 6-8 off the back tees. We're playing it at 6-2. Open qualifying championship course as well, so potentially on how we go today, this could be one that we maybe look at coming down to do our qualifying at. And it's also held 4 Rose series, the Rose Ladies series. It's held 4 of the events here, which, if you don't know about that, Justin Rose, a series of events that he sponsors for ladies professionals golf. He also does it with a junior style tour as well, and it's absolutely fantastic, and full credit to him for doing that. And Bearwood itself, like I say, has held 4 of those, so it's no slouch. It holds, you know, some quite decent stuff, and you can see why. The course is absolutely immaculate. It's pristine, greens are phenomenal, everything just looks like it's been cut with scissors, to be fair. But we get onto our 3rd hole. It's 180 yards to the flag today, which is in the back right corner, a par 3 that you're going over like a little ravine. A lot of sort of bunkers that aren't really in play, they're more sort of eye line bunkers. One front left, and then there is one back right as well. But we're going to go middle of the green with a 6 iron, just try and hit a little cut in and see if we can just keep trying to tick the numbers off. I almost get a little bit like surprised when I do what I'm meant to do at the minute. It's like more and more regular, but I'm like, oh, I aimed there and it went straight. Right, is this what professional golf looks like? I'm not sure, it's a bit alien to me. But we're on the green, we're putting. See if we can keep it going. I didn't quite get it as far back as anticipated, and we've got again another test here. We're coming up a slope, and then we're running, everything's coming down towards the flag here. Probably about 45 feet we've got here. Try and get this one in a little bit closer than our previous pace putt. Slow and brake. Slow, 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 slow. I just caught that slope. That's annoying. After that first putt on the par 5, I thought I could be a bit bolder with this. Oh dear, we get one, we give it back. But not the end of the world. I was happy with the tee shot. Just needed to get it maybe a little bit more here. It's interesting, like when you think of like a tour player, they would know about that slope there, and they'd, you know, make sure they covered that because that was an easier putt. And I'm not saying I'm at that level, but it's like something that you maybe have to factor in. And a lot of the courses that we play in this series, it's the first time playing them, and when I look back, I'd, you know, probably hit one more club straight away there, because even if I'm long, the chip's easier than what that putt was. But that's all part of the learning process, and we move on. So our 4th hole is a par 4. A lot of the holes that you play here, you're either sort of teeing to the fairway that's down below, or you hit up a little bit, and this one we're hitting down towards the fairway. It almost plays very level, but it gives the impression that it's up and down. There's a bunker out at 300 up on the right, and there is one at 220 on the left, so I'm going to go over the 221 with driver and should pull up just shy of the 300 one, and then there we have a flick and hopefully hit a decent wedge in, all being well. Well, that is centre stripe. Go on, big bounce. And we are fairway bound. We'll take that. We will take that. Onwards. Fairway has been found. The bunker at 300s, we're literally pin high with that line there, which is nice to see that we're getting some good yardage out of the driver. We now only leave ourselves 71 yards back to the flag. I'm going to go 58. I know if I swing it up to here, it's an 80-yard shot, so I'll just try and hit it a little less than that. Go dead at it, because I think with a good strike off these nice fairways and good receptive greens, it should have a little grip on it. So hit a nice one in, and we give ourselves a chance. Hit the stick. Oh, it's hit the stick and come back. That must have been inches inches from going in the hole there, because it's one bounce, hit it on its second, had it spin, and unfortunately, at the speed it's hit it, it's made it come back a little bit more than we wanted. But hey, the signs are good, folks. We've just made a bogey, it doesn't matter, because we've hit a great drive and a fantastic pitch, and now we've got a birdie putt. Right, we're actually back at where it pitched, so it's pitched just here. Next hop, and it's rattled the stick, and then it's zip. Has had it coming back, but very happy. That wedge system I've worked on 3 points where I'm trying to swing it to has helped me so much. The confidence to hit some good pitches now, just real clarity on those, and I'm hitting my pitches so much better. Oh, I've not hit it. Just went moving, but we're okay. It's a par, keep doing things like that, and we're in the right position. So the 5th hole here, par 5, a sweeping dogleg right to left, bunker in the fairway at 270 yards to carry it, so we just need to bang it over that. And you can just see here, this is one of 3 lakes that is out on the golf course. You play around here, you actually see it a little bit more on the back nine as well. And just over the corner of the trees here, for all you football fans, is Reading's training ground and facility over there. Quite a spectacular looking building, but if we can get a good drive away again, just like we did on the last, we should hopefully be in a position to set up a potential birdie chance. But go a little bit right of the bunker and let it stay straight there. Get past it, I didn't quite hit that, and it's at the trap. Yeah, pitched in. A little bit pulley on that one, out the bottom, and I've gone straight into it. Not ideal, but we'll see what we can do. Well, we weren't a million miles from carrying this. Hit it, like I say, right out the bottom of the drive. Not my best strike by any means. And it's pitched just up here. It's rolled all the way up and come back down into the bunker. We have 208 yards to the flag. I'm just going to hit 7-iron because I'm confident that's going over the lip, and then this will leave me a nice number to pitch in with, hopefully around about 60 yards or so. A little bit heavy, not going to have 60 yards now. But we're out. Limit the damage, that's the main thing. Just 85 yards, not as bad as first thought there. It's an interesting this one because you can't see where you're landing it, so you've got to sort of take a bit of stock as to where the flag is and then commit to your shot. 85 yards, just a bit further than the last pitch we had, so I can be a bit closer to my left arm shoulder swing. Go in, go in, go in! Oh! Is that? I knew the ball would finish, like move left, because you can see the greens this way. Oh, I tell you what, this pitching system, we are doing a lesson on it about what I've done. Oh, we're having so many more chances with a wedge now, it's brilliant. Well, I actually thought the ball was in front of the hole there. I didn't think it had gone past it, so it's very, very close. It's pitched in here, like I said. I knew that the... Oh no, I thought it was the pitch. I thought the green was going to move this way. Where is my pitch mark? But a tap-in bird. Huh, we'll take that, folks. There's a pitch mark there. I don't think that was it, but... Oh, that was a yard out. A yard out, folks. That rectifies that little mistakey wakey we had on the par 3. That wedge system is really helping me out now. If I can keep on top of that for the the pro comps that we're playing, I will have sort of that inside 100 to 30, 40 yards a lot of the time. So if I can keep improving that distance and hitting some shots like that, it'll really bode well and help me out moving forwards. Also doesn't put as much stress on getting it in the fairway all the time as well, which is nice. Right, we are back in the red, folks. Twice today. Unheard of. 2 birds in 5 holes. Normally we've had 3 bogeys, a par and a bird. Not today. 6 hole here, plays 348 yards. Lovely looking hole. It seems a lot tighter than it is, the way the pines are in, and there's this pine that's on the left edge of the fairway around about 250. But there is more room up the right than you think, so right rough isn't the end of the world here. We're going to go just right at the tree behind the flag. Good drive, and if we get it away nicely, again we should leave that nice number with the wedge in, and hopefully we can carry on in good form there. Oh, I've pulled it towards the tree, miss it. Oh, we literally have gone through the branches, found the perfect gap, and now we're just left edge of the fairway. It's run down, and we'll have a good look at the flag there. So very fortunate. There's a gap sort of halfway up the tree here, and we've flown through the gap and down to here. 60 yards left in. Hopefully another good pitch, and we're on the money. Oh no, all that talk and you go and do that. Just a little bit uppity over that one, thinking about my clock face system. Oh well, had to go wrong at some time. Not the shot we wanted. I've now got a tricky up and down from where I've hit that to. Was committed in what I wanted to do, but hadn't quite finished my prep as I got over the golf ball, and was sort of thinking the final stages I was taking the club away instead of just going through the routine and getting it in. But hey ho, let's test this short game. Let's pitch this it's going to kick right quickly from here because of the sort of bank. So I'm going to go land it on the fringe and let it run down towards the flag. Softly. I mean, I've played that. What I thought was right, I didn't see it being that quick. Silly error from only having 60 yards in, but that's golf. Getting a bit cocky, and then it comes and bites you. Come on, Matthew. Let's hole a great putt now. It's like nothing happened on the scorecard. I thought we'd done it. I thought we kept the 4 streak going with a filthy lip out. Nothing but the poor wedge to blame there, but we move on. It's not the end of the world. Let's just try and keep those silly mistakes, like I was saying on the first tee, keep those off the card, and we do okay. It's just daft things like that let me down, but all part of the process. Our 7th hole goes back up towards the clubhouse. It's a sweeping dogleg from right to left, but you can actually take it up over the corner of the pines and leave yourself about 100 yards in with driver here. So we're going to do that and feel like I'm swinging it nicely enough to do that. Some bunkers out there, but they're not really a factor. They're around about 220 yards off the tee. Just got to commit to my line, get it up over, and we're good from there then. Just like that. Just like that, sir. Slap bang in the centre, we are finding a little bit of fairway magic. Just need to get my chipping sorted and I'll be the complete player, folks. Hashtag sign me up for tour. I was expecting to have about 70 yards left in here, but when you get out of the trees there, you can really start to feel the wind. It's 105 to the flag, so playing a little bit uphill, about 110. Wind I reckon makes it 5 more. So I've got my 50, which is my 125 club. I think if I hit this, it sort of pitches in the middle and can spin back hopefully towards the flag a little bit, but that's the plan anyway. Let's see if we can execute. Go. I hit that so bad. That was my first mental error there, because I was thinking, is it a pitching wedge? And then I've misstruck it. And now we've got a tough up and down. That's the error that we can't have. These are those silly mistakes I was talking about. I think a seasoned, comp player, pros, just taking that pitching wedge, hitting it up to the top of the green, and instead of trying to hit the perfect shot and do what I've just done. Nothing but downhillness. Pitch there, so it's a good 6 or 7 yards out. I've got 25 yards of green, I can go over there. Stupid mistake. But hey, it's what it is. We're going to try and land it just shy of the green, kill it and let it trickle up. Finally, a good chip slash pitch. Very well done there. I mean, it's gone sideways at the end, but very happy with the execution. Was really clear in my mind of what I wanted to actually do then. A nice little 4 at the end of that. Glad I didn't compound the error. Good to make a par and get away with it. The 8th hole here at Bearwood Lakes, 291 yards, par 4. There's water here on the little lakes that comes into play. If we can hit the same drive as we did last time, it's sort of a similarish hole, not as dog-legged, but if I get this away, I should be either on the green or very close to and leave a good pitch. So commit to the shot and let's hit it. Right at it, just a little bit out the top, so it's not going to quite get there, but you can see that I hit down on the golf ball, because look how I've split the tee there. I've not seen that before. But fairway found. Let's see if we can go and hit a decent pitch. Maybe 10 paces shy of the green. Right on the perfect line. I think it would have been a hole-in-one if I would have struck it perfectly. Wild shout, I know. But that's it. I think if I pitch this in around the sort of sandy area from the bunker, it'll have a little skip and a jump and just nestle in nicely near the pin. Good little hole that. If you get it wrong, there's a lot to go wrong, but if you get it right, it's a good risk and reward hole. I didn't strike that anywhere near where I needed to. It's just got that extra foot or 2 on it, but it's a good chance. I would have liked to have seen that stone dead, but we're okay. If that's my bad one from now on, I'm quite happy with that. Right, come on. I'm going through a little spate at the minute where I'm missing these 3-footers just by giving them too much break. I thought it was going to slide that down the slope. Feels like I've let one go there, but we go on. The 9th hole is a par 3 going over the water. It's 150 to the flag, so we're going to go 9-9. It's tucked in the right corner. I think it's just a nice one of these, just a little cut. See if we can get a tapping going in. Be the right number. Stop too quick. It should be very close though. Fingers crossed. Well, I thought we were about 3 feet away there. It's actually stopped pretty much dead on it. I thought the couple of bounces had pushed it to the hole, but not to be. Hey ho, we leave ourselves Well, 16, 17 feet here for a birdie. Downhill, left to right. Let's see if we can make up for the last hole. Stay up, he's going to miss. Ah. I like it, centre stripe, that caps 9 holes off in level par. A little bit of nicer golf there, 2 soft bogeys, 2 nice birdies, a missed opportunity, and just lots of sort of sensible golf there. Very enjoyable. Right, let's head to the back 9 and see what it has to offer for us. 10th hole here, 393 yards, water feature down on the right hand side. I've actually not played the back 9 here, I've always played the front 9 when we've played, so I'm quite excited. If it's as good a condition as the front 9, we're in for a treat. And I've just seen a few holes up on the drone and it looks fantastic. Real definition, but driver to get past this bunker in the fairway, that's about 230 to carry, I think. Water's about 320, so nice one of these, and we're off and running. Not my best strike, but what I'm liking is that even on my bad ones, we're finding the fairway. Another fairway found. Our driving stats are going to look nice today. 60 yards, in fact, to it, which is similar to an earlier pitch. So I need to decide what I'm doing before I hit it and then get over it instead of rushing. Got a bit of room to work with as well. Sit. Tell you what, it's amazing how one thing can just give you such a clear view of what you want to do. Just having these 3 points in my system, in my swing now that I swing to, I feel like a changed man with a pitch in my hand as well. Before I'd be trying to cut it, trying to draw it, trying to do a multitude of things as well. Now I just get my setup and swing to those points, and it's going quite nicely. I'm rather enjoying it, I must say. Right, let's see if we can knock this one in. We've got a 10 footer, it's pitched very close and spun up just down the hill. Pushed it. Oh, damn it. Well, it's a par. If we keep doing things like that where we give ourselves chances, we've got to eventually hole one. That's the philosophy I'm sticking to today. Our 11th hole plays 482 yards, but straight uphill. It's par 5. There's bunkers at 265 and a bunker at 275 guarding the right and the left of the fairway. So you need to get a good one away, or else you're punished. So not having the over 500 yards length is actually then negated by having bunkers right in that landing zone for a lot of golfers. So get one away, see if we can get up in 2. Oh no, it's the first bad one I've hit. I'm not going to be in the bunkers because I'm in the trees. I think I saw a drop. This won't be lost, but it'll be an interesting shot out. Fingers crossed we've got something coming. We found the ball in amongst the pines. It's quite clear really, so it's not that bad. The flag from where I am is directly behind 5 pines, but actually if I was in a comp, I don't think I'd hit 3 wood. I'd probably hit 5 iron up to there and leave a wedge in, but this is just, I'm gonna have to channel my inner Mac Boucher. I can get one cutting around here. The lie's lovely, the wind's going this way as well, so everything is like helping getting the little bit of swaz-tastic on it. I've got loads of room left as well, so I can like really hit this nice cutty one. 3 wood, I've got 250. Let's see if we can hit a beautiful Instagram shot. Cut for me, cut. as at every moment of every bounce my heart was in its mouth. It didn't get the cut, but I'm sort of pin high with the front of the green now, pitching across. Wanted the flight, didn't get it, but I enjoyed it nevertheless. Right, downward lie here, ball's going to want to go right on me. Little pitch, I know how far I need to hit it. 44 yards, let's see if we can give ourselves another good look. It was difficult off that lie, a little bit bare, but it was always hard to get the stop on it, but we've done a decent enough job. I would have liked to have been having an eagle putt, but with a poor tee shot, if we can scrape a par out of this, good. If it means we get a birdie, fantastic. But what we've not done is compound the error and make a stupid mistake, or a sloppy mistake, as we would maybe normally do. Good putt. I think we're due a putt. We're due one. We're due a little rolling of the rock. Right, this is one that we can't be overly bold on because it's all falling away from the flag. The ball will go in at about 3 o'clock if it's to go in, but it all runs out yonder. I got very tentative on that putt then, thinking it was going to whip on me. I had fears of Sunningdale Heath then. That's what was going through one's mind. It's okay though, roll this in, job's a good one. Oh my God. Do you know what I said about sloppy mistakes? That was one of them. I'm going through a spree of serious lip outs. Cue the lip out reel.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
That's annoying. First putt let me down there, but hey ho, move on. Stay focused, stay positive. It is what it is, you're hitting it nice. Just don't do that again. The 12th hole here is a par 3 going down the hill, a lot of bunkering at the front, nothing at the back. The flag's 160 today in the tight left corner, so I'm going to play a little bit right of it and just try and get it into 20 foot and hopefully hold something decent for once. "25 foot up the hill in a good spot." Right, let's see if we can get the blade working. It needs to. It bloody needs to. Like I said, on the tee, about 25 feet. Up the hill, a tiny bit of left to right in it. Let's see if we can heat this bad boy up. Well, that was crap. Not a lot to say about that one, folks. Thought it was left to right, right to left, hit it short, meh. Now I'm not sure if this is where the name of the club came from, but on 13 you get to one of the other lakes that surrounds the golf course and comes into play on the golf course. The course is called Bearwood Lakes, and in yesteryear, back when mead was in fashion, this was the hunting ground for the kings and the lords, and there used to actually be bears on here and boars that they would come down, hunt, fish and do all that sort of stuff. So I wonder if that is where the name comes from. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure on that, but would make sense that there's a lake and there used to be bears here. But anyway, 334 yards. There's sort of the big lake here that's not in play, but then there's like a little bit of a tributary that it comes into it that's hugging the right side of the fairway. You want to go over the left edge of the pines here to then, hopefully, if you get a good one away, it doesn't really play its 334. It plays close to sort of 310, so we might get near front edge and hopefully set up a bit of a birdie chance. That's right down the banner again. Come round. I think we're going to be fairly close to the old green there. Okay, we have found said fairway and we're actually only 25 to the front and another 10 to the flag, making it 35 yards. It's an interesting one here, it's sat nicely. I've got to land it around here with a bit of zip to let it just feed on down to the flag. Get my 58 so it doesn't get away from me too much. Ah, wow. I thought I'd hit that fantastic and it's just released on me. Right, now I'm gonna have to hold a good putt. I thought I'd done a good job of that. I landed it where I wanted to, maybe came out a bit flat if I was being critical. It is downwind as well, so tougher to grip. But hey ho, we're doing all the right things. Just need this thing to work, or else you're going in that lake. Big helicopter, even roll ER5 found after a diving mission through Bearwood Lakes. What are you doing, Matt? Totally switched off over that one and thought, right, just give it a go. Hit it as if it's a 20 footer from 15 foot. Fourteenth hole here is a par 3. It's 147 straight down and off the right the wind today. Going over the lake, hopefully that isn't an issue. I think the only issue we've got at the minute is that my putter is being a scoundrel. A very, very uncharacteristic putting performance for me. But let's keep going. We can still get back. We've got 5 holes to play. No, we've not. 14, 15, 16, 17. We've got 5 holes to play. I can still do this. I can still get back. Keep doing all the good stuff and hopefully the putter warms up. Little pitching wedge here. Hit it, wind. Push it, wind. It's a terrible strike and now I've got a long putt, so come on, don't let your mind go. Come on, stay focused, stay positive. Get that positivity back in your soul, man. Uphill. Swing right a bit. My aim spot's going to be somewhere around here, I would imagine. Just got to get it in that tap-in distance. That's all I'm thinking here. Come on. Not bad. I was actually a bit fearful of that as we got halfway through it. I thought, A, it's not up enough, and B, it's not moving, but it did a lot of work in its last 6 foot. A par. Need to start chasing those birdies down now. Come on, let's go, Matthew. So the 15th hole here plays 419 yards, a bunker out at 250 on the right and then another one at 295 down the left hand side. I was just actually thinking about my round. ShotScope users only hit 49% of fairways here and hit 40% of greens, and we're quite a way above that. It's just those putts that have been letting me down. I think fairway wise, I think I've missed 2 fairways, one on the first and then one in a bunker that I pulled, but other than that I drove it really nicely, so we must be into the high 60s, maybe 70%, so if we can do that again for the last few holes we should be on a good streak. Just going to hit this just right in the bunker and let the wind move it. Just cut it a bit too much there. Gave myself the old commentator's curse because we've just pitched in the fairway and run into the semi, it looks like, but not too much trouble. It's literally just run through the fairway. Typical, isn't it? 156, it's wind here down and off the left. I'm in between a 9 and an 8 here. The pin is all the way at the back, so I think I can hit my 9, try and hood it a bit to get it out there. I think 8, I've got to take too much off it with the wind. But this is good, just let it go left of the flag and the wind will push it on. Oh, what have you done there? That was just a terrible golf swing. Ah, Matthew. First big miss, that one. First big miss. Should have hit 8. Typical. Terrible, terrible shot there, bad swing, and now I've got some work to do, but it's nothing that we can't do. I'm going to try and fly this the majority of the way because there's like a little ridge up to the green, quite a high face, and we've got a bit of distance to go, probably about 25 yards here, so good shot, saves us. Spin. It was half an inch too clean there. Would have been nice if it stopped dead when it landed. Again, a silly error. Tough shot that though. Wasn't a million miles out. That was so close to being good. You can see where it's pitched there. Little pitch, just a 10 feet too long. Such a stupid game. Chip in par. Go on the boy. Oh, I thought it was just going to break at the end there and miss it, but we'll take it. No more silly mistakes. Par 5 to come. We could still do this, folks. Hang in there. It's coming. It's coming. 16th hole's a par 5 going straight as it plays, but you go down a dip and then there's like a revetted wood face raising up as well, so you got to make sure you don't get too close. Bunkers are a sort of 230, 250 to get over, so it's good drive. Need something to happen here, get it in the fairway and hopefully steal one back at least. Well, that couldn't be any straighter down the middle. Should be spot on. Let's do this. I'm finishing strong. Well, we've done part 1 of the job. It is a little bit into wind and we've got 240 yards to the flag. I'm going to hit this 3-wood. Little cutty one at the middle of the green and let it raise on nicely. Please have enough legs on it because it's all over the stick. No, it's playing a long way that. Didn't quite get it, but it's a good leave. I've got about 15 yards up to the front of the green. That is playing a safe, considering that hole's only 5-16. I've hit a good drive, 3-wood, and I'm not there yet. Good hole that. Not that far away, it's pitched around here, so we're going to just trickle ever so slightly. Very much uphill. Here, I've got to land this just onto the green, I reckon. If I get it around here, it should stop fairly quick because of how vertical the shot is. Pops up, job's a good one. Oh! I didn't think that was going to stop that quick. I actually thought that is incredible when I hit that. Oh, come on, top off a nicely played hole. Putt any worse, Matt. Putt any worse. Oh wait, you can't. Oh, left a lot to beg in today. 2 holes to go. We need a miracle. We've got a drivable one, I think, next, so Ah, that's frustrating. 3 good shots there and then a terrible pushed putt. Que sera! Our 17th hole is 316 yards. The wind's getting up quite a bit now and it's coming back into us. So normally I would fancy maybe bouncing this up onto the green, but I think we'll be maybe 15, 20 shy today in this wind. But give it a go, drive it well, chip it well. Who knows? Putter may surprise us. I think I just need to chip it in instead. Save all the putting malarkey. Oh no. Stop. Yeah, great. Right in the long stuff. Feel a bit deflated here. That's annoying. Good drive up, good chance, and now you hit a Healy cut into the junk. Well, I thought it was in this sort of longish grass here, but when it's dropped it's hit the tree and we're actually only a pace off the fairway, which is nice. The only issue is I've got the overhanging branches to deal with, but I think it's 90 yards. I can keep it low enough initially to hit a bit of a flatter pitch and not be too hampered by them. Take heed of this little opportunity we've been granted here. Be the right yardage. Oh, that is one area of my game that I've been very, very pleased with today. Pitched it so well, and it is literally just down to having that little 3-point system that I'm working with. Right, I would say that's a tap in, but we know how that's been going for us today. Right. He held a tap in. What a time to be alive, a birdie. Back to 1 over par, hole out eagle on the last. And he'll be in the red. I feel like I should have been today. This thing's let me down. I'm just trying to sort of see where we went wrong. We 3-putted on that par 3, not ideal. We then made a soft bogey when I hit that dodgy wedge. And then two other 3, so I've had 3 3-putt bogeys. Can't be doing that. But we battle on here, like I say, hole out on the last, and you never know, folks. One honour. Right, our final hole, 400 yards into the teeth. There is the water that's, you can see off the first tee, and off the here it plays 290 into it, so I think we'll be okay with driver today going into the wind. Get this away, hopefully hit a good wedge in and finish in style. Ooh. Got a bit pulley on that one. Softly. It's okay, not the end of the world. I was a little bit in 2 minds thinking, will I reach the water as I was over that one? Probably should have re-clarified that I wouldn't. But we've got a shot at the green, that's all that matters. Well, we've got 136 to the flag. Lie's not too bad down here. I think if I would have hit a decent one, it would have stood a chance of actually getting in there, because that's low and smothered and I'm only 20 off it. But doesn't matter. One good shot here is what we need to finish, and then tap it in, and we're happy with the day's work. Oh, that has come out so bad. That just completely gripped the club and flipped it. Not the ending we want. Ugh, that's annoying. Fell at the last hurdle again, didn't you, Fryer? Unless you hit a miraculous wedge shot. Go. Had to be the last hole you hold on, didn't it? Had to be. Well guys, sour little finish there, shame about that wedge, but Bearwood Lakes, thank you for having us down. It was truly spectacular. 2 over par. We're there, we're knocking on the door, we're not far away I don't think, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.